All right, so I'm going to show you guys something that's going to revolutionize your turkey hunting or turkey season. I've been hunting turkeys now for, 30 some years. And once in a while you find something that is just off the chart that you're like, man, everyone needs to know about it. Sometimes it's a call, sometimes it's a camouflage, a ground blind, I don't know. But now what I'm talking about is something that you're going to add to your decoy setup that's going to make you a real turkey, basically. So standard setup is go stick your decoys out on a stake. The better looking decoys you buy, better off you are. You know, and I would tell you glass eyes and real feathers are key. However, I would tell you that some of the decoys are just so well painted now that even the birds can't tell. But that isn't what I'm going to show you. What I'm going to show you is, I'm going to set this one on here. And I'm going to set this one over here. Okay, now in my pocket I have a remote control. I am now moving these two decoys, where before we had to rely on hoping it was somewhat windy. And I don't know about you, but when I'm turkey hunting, I don't like it really windy. I like some. Today would be a perfect day. You don't always get that. But when you want a little extra movement, you just put your decoys out on a Strutt'n 360 and you got movement. I mean, this is like unreal. And the reason that we're doing this in this particular spot right now is because we actually called a turkey in and then he got hung up about 75 yards away and didn't need to make any more calls. He could see it. Every time I moved that Jake, he kept pushing his hen closer. Yeah, that's right. He had a hen with him. But we started using these last year was the first time I found them. And from the first time we started using them in Florida, we had birds come in and then all I'd do is move the Jake. I would just turn him, just do something like that. And the same turkeys turn around and come right back. You're not sure whether it's working or not when they come to the decoy, where they come into the decoy, but then you're moving it, they start to leave and you move the decoy and they turn around and come right back. I mean, it's exceptional. Now, on another one that we did there, we had two huge toms. They're out of frame as far as I couldn't even see them with the camera. And all of a sudden, I'm out there messing with the decoy, moving it around. I didn't realize it, but they could see it. And they came sprinting across and ran up to it. We've had multiple encounters, guys. I mean, that's the thing is I'm not telling you this because we've had it work one time or two times. We've only had them for 2 years, and I don't know how many turkeys now that I believe that the reason that we got them to come because we add a little bit of realism to our decoys. You notice this one's not moving because there's not enough wind. So the Strutt'n 360, if you guys are looking for something to add to your arsenal that I believe it could make all the difference in the world, this is what you want to look at. Now, I guess I should show you the unit real quick so you can see how it works. So I'm going to show you the unit. Any decoy works on it, doesn't matter which one. Comes with its own stake and it goes a certain way because that's what goes down in that hole to make sure that it turns it. It also comes with a rubber stopper, and that's for a particular kind of DSD decoy that goes down and it sits on there so that this rod doesn't just spin. And then the unit itself, this one has legs on it that you can take off. So you can run it with the legs or without the legs, and it'll just sit right in the ground, and then there's stakes that go in there to keep the turkeys from knocking it over. But maybe one of the coolest things is to turn it on and off. It's extremely simple. So there's a little button right there in the end of your remote. Simply stick it in there and it turns red when it's off. When you pull it out of the bag, stick it in there, it turns green, then orange. It's waiting for you to hit it remotely. And you'll hear it a little bit. It does make a little bit of noise, not enough that I've ever had a turkey even at 5 or 6 feet hear it or pay any attention to it. So it is super compact, it's super quiet. The other thing is it runs off AA batteries. I put AA's in it last year, never had to change them the entire season. And then I put new ones in there this year, but it was still working. I just didn't want to take any chances. So fill it up with AA's at the beginning of the season and you're done. You don't have to worry about it running out. And I haven't had the remote run out on me yet, so I don't know when that'll happen. But if you want something, man, I'm telling you, if you want to kill turkeys, Adding movement to your decoys is key. We've been doing it for years, but now we have the right way to do it. Hands free. That's just awesome. And the turkeys think so too.